Hey there, what is going on, guys? So, it's been a little while since I made a video. I have no excuses for myself. I'm just horrible at it, period. Eventually, I will get back to you guys. I will try to get on this and make it close to a daily thing. If not, hopefully a weekly thing. I'm doing a lot. I really am. I'm trying. So, I made it out to San Diego, right? Got out here. I'm going to school. I have 5 classes, so I'm actually going full time. It's almost been a year in the fleet. And what else? Oh yeah, I've also been doing like part-time little jobs here and there, so that way I can make some extra money for my business. So with that being said, I'm getting back into the comments, reading, trying to make the videos for you guys. This one is about cattiness and like the girls in boot camp. Does that exist? Yes, it does. Now, like, do we actually have any physical fights? No, they were pretty good about not doing that. We didn't have a lot of time. I know that the males would choose to, you know, have some fights in the rain room after lights and things like that. That can happen, but I don't know about you guys. Being yelled at and screamed at, waking up at 04, actually a little earlier, marching everywhere, doing all that stuff. Half of us was tired as shit. We didn't have time for it. So, but the cattiness definitely. Oh my gosh, the cattiness. So there's always the secret competition between girls. I don't know what it is. I'm not that way. I just don't have that drive. But they definitely like to talk crap about each other. They definitely like the drama. And we just had those ones that were petty that tried to, I don't want to say piss off the drill instructors, but something like that. Like they knew that it would piss us off or get us messed up because if one person messes up, all of you mess up, right? Um, and it just becomes a slay fest after that. So, yeah, I mean, we definitely had girls that didn't want to, do their quote unquote jobs in boot camp while they were recruits and stuff like that. We actually had one girl that once she decided that she became a Marine and she thought she made it, she thought she was above fucking pushing a broom, sweeping, right? They call it scuzzing in boot camp, but yeah, she definitely thought she was above everybody when I know daggone well we all got handed the EGA, standing there after the crucible and everything. So it's definitely going to exist. I had my own personal experiences of girls thinking that they needed to write important letters back home and things like that or whatnot, or read these instead of doing something they were supposed to do, and they were going to get us IT the next day. I mean, so I got my happy ass up, and I know I didn't want to get messed up, so I actually went in there with my rack mate, and we were like making labels and doing stuff what we were supposed to do after lights, right, and everything. So one of the drill instructors, they do get up in the middle of the night. There is a drill instructor there, um, and they happen to be walking around. I didn't even realize it because the laundry room light always stays open or stays on, and the door is open so that way they can see in there. Nobody's doing anything behind closed doors, right? So ours always stayed open, and that's where I was because I needed the light. So I'm back there. I didn't even realize that my drill instructor had come out, and she just like walked past me and stopped right behind me. Look, she's like, "Where's the other two?" And I was like, "Sleep, ma'am." And she was like, "Okay, okay." And the next day, she picked them up while me and the one that was helping me stayed there. So they were a little catty after that. I guess they thought that maybe I told on them, but I really didn't. She obviously walked past them, could see that they were asleep, and see that me and the other one was back there doing it. So, but at the end of the day, the Marine Corps builds camaraderie, right? They tear you down, and you go through the suck with these girls. And I don't know what it is. They are catty. They make comments. They won't scream just because, they don't want to scream anymore and they get everybody messed up. But at the end of the day, like you end up coming together. Most of the time, you can rely on your sister to the left and right of you. Even though I got so mad at my rack mate sometimes because we would always have to make our racks, right? So I would help make hers. It was on the bottom. It was easier. So we would always make hers first, and then we would work on mine afterwards. And she ended up disappearing like halfway through making mine, so I always had to finish it myself. But I knew that I could also rely on her. Like she helped carry me through parts of the crucible. She got me through some different times. So maybe she wasn't there during that time, but yet she was there whenever I was having to make those labels to not get messed up the next day. You know what I'm saying? So like there's always going to be that frustration, but they're going to come together and you're going to miss those group of girls that you had to go through. There's going to be those onesies and twosies, maybe in threesies and foursies that you just straight up don't like. They didn't try. Maybe they didn't even deserve to become a Marine, in your opinion. Things like that. But you're going to have definitely those ones where you're not in the same MOS. They're shipped halfway across the country right now. Like my best friend from boot camp is over there in Japan, and we can hardly talk because I'm over here in California, and when it's my time, they're like 17 hours ahead or something like that. And so I'm trying to get a hold of her, or, like when I'm on days and stuff like that, I'm like trying to text her and stuff, and she's not answering until the night when I'm asleep. And so it's hard, but we definitely still communicate. And I still personally love and miss her. She is one of the best people that I've ever met. Um, and I know that like if I had a problem or whatever, I could call her up. Um, but yeah, so there's definitely MCT was worse. MCT was actually worse. I feel like, just being completely honest, the pettiness and MCT. Now that one is where fights actually happen, I guess, because you don't have as much scrutiny. There's like no people in your squad base at night. When I say people, I mean like there's no DIs, right? So there's no drill instructors walking around. MCT was the worst. Like people were going off into the woods, doing things they shouldn't be doing, making MCT babies. You know what I'm saying? And then getting mad because the dude went and made an MCT baby with another chick. Okay, they may not have made an MCT baby, but they was definitely trying. Um, Hell, I even like pretty much almost fought a girl. Um, but yeah, like MCT is the worst. Maybe I'll make another video about that. We'll see. Not just like MCT was fun, but as far as the cattiness, the actual fights and all that stuff, that one was the worst in boot camp. Boot camp for me was one of the easiest 3 months. It was hard, but easier than like MCT in my opinion, even though it was 3 months and MCT was only one. Anyway, I hope that answered your question. I'm gonna comment on your comment and see if you're actually still there, because that was like 8 months ago. Once again, I apologize. But I'm going to try to start making some videos. I got a lot of stuff going on. Trying to build my business here and everything. Trying to work on my truck. I'll probably upload some videos on that. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Hope that answered your question. Boot camp isn't bad. It's just a lifestyle change for 3 months. Adapt and overcome, and great things will happen. I do not regret my decision once of joining the Marine Corps, even though I joined at a later date. All right. Peace out. Till next time.